calculate the interest received by the CDO from the collateral and the swap counterparty, the total interest paid by the CDO to the senior and mezzanine tranches and the swap counterparty, and the net cash flow to the equity tranche. Now, we need to break down this question so that we can be able to understand, as I had explained, the mechanics of how to create an arbitrage-driven CDO. So, we are saying we have a 200 million structure like that. This structure is worth 200 million. That. We are saying that the collateral that backs this structure consists of bonds. Bonds with 15 years remaining until maturity, and the coupon rate equal to the 15-year rate, so 15-year rate plus 350 BPS, plus 350 BPS. The rule of the thumb of how to break it down. Now, the computations, I'll be able to begin them on this side. I just want us to understand how we are trying to break down this structure. The bonds have got, or this is the collateral. And you are saying this is the CDO, or collateralized debt obligation. Now you are saying that since it consists with bonds of 15 years to maturity plus 350 basis points, what we need to understand is that 1 BPS is equals to, you just get that one, you divide by 10,000, like that. So we are saying in essence, it is the same as 0.0001. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's it. Divide by 10,000. That's 0.001. Or we can say it is 0.01%. That is how the conversion factor or the conversion rate of how to convert basis points into decimal points. So now we already know what 350 basis points is. We are also being informed that the senior tranche, it is divided into tranches like that. So this is the senior tranche, S1. We are being told it represents 150 million. So if you get 75%, 75% times the value of the tranche, then 200, we should be able to get 150 million, like that. And we are saying that the coupon rate of the interest rates is equals to the LIBOR. So I can be able to probably, if you'll excuse me, I can be able to just rub that horizontal line there and put it slightly lower there so that we can indicate here it is the LIBOR plus 150 basis points. So it's LIBOR plus 150 BPS or basis points. The conversion factor is right over there. Then we are saying that there is a 20 million mezzanine tranche. So we have a 20 million mezzanine tranche over here, 20. This is 20 million. This is S2. We have 20 million mezzanine tranche, and it carries a fixed coupon equal to the treasury rate plus 170 basis. So treasury rate plus we are saying 175 basis points, 175 BPS. We have been given the treasury rate at the end of the question, and we'll be able to indicate that value or that rate right over there under the second tranche there. So that leaves us with how much? We have this is 150. This is 20 million over here. So that's 170. So this one remains 30 million like that. 30 million represents the very final tranche because we're saying 150, this is 170 plus 130 should give us a total value of the CDO to be 200 million. So being informed as well that the manager of the trust has entered into an interest rate swap under which the trust will pay an annual fixed rate equal to the treasury rate plus 150 basis points, 125 basis points, pardon me, and receive LIBOR. The notional amount of the swap is 150 million. We are also being informed that the 15-year treasury rate is 7.5% at the time of origination. Yeah. So what we are saying, we need to say, is that because the senior tranche and the mezzanine tranche, so this is just the way the structure exists. So now that swap value, or the mechanics that rather the arrows that I need to indicate there, is that the manager has entered into an interest rate swap under which the trust will pay an annual fixed rate equal to the treasury rate. So this will pay like that, treasury rate plus 125 basis points, BPS. And here what will happen is that the CDO will, or the bonds or the collateral will be able to now be able to get how much? The treasury rate plus 125 basis points and receive LIBOR. Or LIBOR refers to London Interbank Offer Rate over there. Now this LIBOR we haven't been given, but you can be able to see that this is LIBOR that exists over here, and there's another part where we also had LIBOR right over here, LIBOR and LIBOR like that. So here you pay treasury rate plus 125 basis points and receive the LIBOR there. So now let's put it into perspective over here. We can say that because the senior tranche and mezzanine tranche, so because the senior tranche and mezzanine tranche you can see this are both valued at 150 million. So you can see are valued at 150 and 20 million, are valued at 150 million and 20 million respectively there. We can say the equity tranche has a par value. The equity tranche has a par value of 30 million. That is what we've actually explained right over here. We don't really need to explain, but I'm just putting it in words so that you can be able to try and understand in relation to this diagram here. So this is 150 million. We're saying the senior tranche and the mezzanine tranche are valued at 150 million and 20 million respectively. So this is the first tranche, 150 million. This one is what 20 million. Then that goes without saying that this is 30 million, so that the entire tranche can be able to be valued at 200 million. And that 30 million is what we're saying is right there. Now we are saying, we continue and say, assuming no defaults, what we can be able to deduce from this structure is that then the collateral will pay. The collateral will pay. So the interest from the collateral. So you say interest from the collateral there. We are saying it is going to be how much? We are saying it is going to be similar to the treasury rate plus the treasury rate is 7.5%, and we've already been given 350 basis points right over there. You see, this is the collateral right over here. Please move on. Let's move together. We are saying we have the collateral over here is going to be the 15-year treasury rate plus 350 basis points. So this I didn't include treasury rate over there. So we have been given the treasury rate down over there. The treasury rate is 7.5%. So we are saying it is going to be the interest from the collateral is going to be 15-year treasury rate plus 350 BPS. That is from the collateral. This is the collateral we are saying over here. Then we multiply that by the value of the collateral, which we're saying is 200 million right there. So the 15-year treasury rate we are saying is 0.075. We are saying it's 7.5%. there. So that means 0.075. And we're also saying the 350 basis points. If you have a small working right over here, please allow me to use here. We're using this is the interest from the collateral. So 350 divided by 10,000. That 1 2 3 1 2 3. So we have 0.035 1 2 3. Yes, like that. So 0.035 plus 0.035. Now that value we multiply by 200 million, like that. So that we can be able to see how much the interest from the collateral. So we're seeing the interest from the collateral moves in that direction there. So how much do we get? So it's 0.075 plus 0.035 equals multiplied by 200. We're getting 22 million. So here we get 22 million, like that. Now, how much will the senior tranche receive? The senior tranche will receive how much? We're talking about this tranche right over here. Yes, how much will it receive? We're saying it's going to be the LIBOR plus 150 basis points. So it's going to be LIBOR plus 150 BPS multiplied by how much? What is the value of the tranche? 150 million. Yes, that is what we're saying is going to be the value there. Multiplied by 150 million. So how much do we get? We just open up the brackets. LIBOR. This is London Interbank Offer Rate. So it's just 150 LIBOR plus 150 basis points. Sometimes now we need to multiply. So 150 basis points is just 150 divided by 10,000, like that. So it's going to get 0.00, 0.015. It's 150, so it's 1, 2, 3. Yes, 0.015. Yes, I can put that 0.015 multiplied by 150 million there. So how much do we get? Right there. So we have 0.015 multiplied by 150, 2.25 million. So you can wrap this, put 2.25 million right there. Now once we've looked at how much the senior tranche will receive, how much will the mezzanine tranche receive? We've already done that right there. Now we are also talking about this tranche over here, the one that is dealing with 20 million. We are saying the medium tranche or the middle tranche will be the treasury rate plus 175 basis points when you apply it to a par value of 20 million. So we are saying now the mezzanine tranche will receive how much? Now the mezzanine tranche will receive, it's written down over there, the treasury rate, TR, that's treasury rate, which we are saying is how much? 7.5%. We've already converted that one right down over here, 15-year treasury rate, 0.075. Then we add 175 basis points, 175 over 100, 10,000, like that. So it's 1, 2, 3. So we have how much? We are getting 0.075, 0.0175, 0.0175. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 0.0175. 0.0175. And this is applied to how much? To 20 million. We're dealing with this middle tranche right down over here. Yes. So it's applied to 20 million. How much do we get? $0.075 plus 0.0175. 0.0175 times 20. Times 20, we have 1.85. 1.85 million there. Now, once we've done that, we're dealing it in stages there. Now, we now need to concentrate on the swap arrangement. The swap arrangement was saying that the collateral will pay up the LIBOR rate or the London Interbank Offer Rate, and instead will also receive the treasury rate plus 125 basis points over there. So we can be able to have another column over here, the interest from the swap counterparty will be how much? In this case, we are just going to have the treasury rate plus 125 basis points. How much? The treasury rate, pardon me, we are saying that the treasury rate has got, yes, it's right here, sorry, it's right here. The treasury rate plus 125 basis points, and that is going to be applied to 150 million. So the treasury rate is 0.075 plus, we've also been given 125 basis points right there. So it's 0.0125 like that. And this will be applied to this tranche right over here, 150 million. So 150 million times 150 million. How much do we get there? 0.075 plus 0.0125 times 1 million, 150 million. We're getting 13.125 there, 13.125 million there. So how much will the counterparty receive, or the swap counterparty receive? The swap counterparty will receive this. So this is how much it will receive, and this LIBOR will be based on the 150 million that has actually been transferred. So in return over here, what you're saying, this treasury rate over here, TR is 0.075 plus 125 basis points is 0.0125. Then it's applied to 150 million, which you're talking about as the collateral there. In return, it will receive LIBOR times 150 million. So we are saying the swap agreement. So we are saying that the trust will receive, how much? It will be just 150 LIBOR, like that. Now, once we have all of these sub computations, we now need to put it all together. The interest that has been received should be equal to the interest that has actually been paid. Then putting it all together, we have the following. Probably just need to rub up over here so that we can be able to use this 22 million here. We are saying interest received by the CDO is equals to interest paid by CDO. So the interest received and by the CDO is interest from the collateral. This is interest from. Look at the word from. This is the first value that we are saying that we'll need to put it all together. And we are also saying that the interest from the swap counterparty, this one right here. This is the interest. That's what we are receiving from. We are not receiving to, or we are not paying to, we are receiving from. That's why we are saying this is how much we will be able to receive. The word there should be able to guide us there. So we put it all together, and we are saying it is going to be 22 million. Could put it over here, 22 million plus now this component over here, like that, 13.125. So plus 13.125. How much do we get right there? I think probably maybe I might have made a small mistake. We were confusing things. We're talking about the collateral itself, interest received by the CDO. So pardon me, let's wrap that first of all. So it's 22 million. And we're also saying that the interest that is received from the swap counterparty is just 150 LIBOR. We'll receive, we're looking at how much it will be received. Sorry, the word is received. Right over here, we are receiving from. So this is what we are going to actually receive over here, like that, not this one over here. Pardon me. This is what you're saying. The trust will receive 150 LIBOR over here. 150 LIBOR. Like that. So putting it all together, it will be 22 million plus 150 LIBOR. There. Now the interest to be paid, we can have it somewhere down over here. Interest paid. So interest paid by CDO is what we are saying now. We'll just put all of these together. This plus this plus this right here. So we are saying we have how much? The interest to the senior tranche is how much? Is equals to 150 LIBOR plus 2.25 million. That. The mezzanine tranche, we have that there. We have 1.85 million. That. Now the interest from the swap counterparty is what you're saying we are going to, what is going back on that other side, no rather what is coming from the CDO over here is what you're saying is the treasury rate plus 125 basis points, which relates to that value over there, 13.125. So interest from the swap 13.125 million, like that. Now we are saying interest by the CDO is that. Interest paid by the CDO is like that. Okay. Now so 22 million plus 150 LIBOR is equals to, we are just going by that formula up there, is equals to, and we add these two. So put a calculator right here. 1.85 plus 13.125, we get 14.975. So we have 14.975. This one because we've added like that, plus 150 LIBOR plus 2.25. So that can add to that. So plus 2.25, 17.225. So now I can wrap this 17.225 to shorten it. That. Now, if you remember in mathematics, when one value, so this goes away, so this is positive and this is positive. So if one of these values is to come on this other side, it changes the sign. So if you have plus 150 LIBOR and you want to now finish off this 150 LIBOR like that, it comes and this other side it becomes negative. Notice over here it is positive, so when it comes on this equal sign on this other side, it becomes negative. So we can be able to confidently say that that value and that value actually cancel off. I hope that point has been driven home because there's an equal sign over here. This one comes on this side, it becomes negative. This is positive minus the other value there, it becomes 0. So we are left with 22 million minus 17.225 million gives us how much? That gives us the value of the swap or this CDO. So the interest. So 22 minus 17.225, we have 4.775 million. 4.775 million right there.